conference, the set of the questions and the answers. So, as you feel more comfortable, you can choose one person from the group, or each of the person can ask one question. And because we are going to record the voice, and you need to be hearable, the person who is asking the question will sit here and will just ask the question, and Konrad will answer. So it's only because of the logistics, like you need to have the mic. So you just read the question and that's it. So don't be stressed. This is just a conversation, but in a more organized way. Okay? So, like I said, choose one of the people from the group, or each of you go individually. And who would like to start? We can start. You want to start? So the chair is yours.
Nobody wants to go.
And also, while the conversation is going on, please pay attention. You can make notes if you want, because, like I said, it's going to be the base for you to further work. So please pay attention, don't disturb, don't talk. Let's start.
Okay, so what are the advantages and disadvantages of being an activist?
Advantages. It's that well, it's really nice to have like people that think the same way, and then you can do really nice and funny stuff. And creative stuff. This is amazing because you can create as much thing as you want. And it's super, but disadvantages, it's that somebody needs to do it. Yep. And it's sometimes, you can have great ideas, really wonderful ideas that you can like change the world like immediately, but then somebody needs to do it. Somebody needs to go to and print something, somebody have to create the poster, somebody need to be at the time in one place, and sometimes and this is also the disadvantage that that it is possible that at some point you can think that you can do it everything by yourself, but it is not possible. I mean, it is possible, but after a while you will be totally exhausted. So yeah, I mean, so basically those things are free.
Thank you so much.
Okay, so how to promote ecological activities to make them louder?
I think that right now it's social media. This is the one thing. Another is like pranks in the or viral things in the city that somebody will see it and record it and whatever. Press conferences that of course when you are like well known, if you want to make press conference and there will be somebody from the newspapers, etc., and they will spread the information, it's also nice. And of course the last one that I don't like really much is to send a lot of stuff to the government and make it more louder, just in those through politicians, etc. Just to make like soft lobbying, So this is and of course what we call it's critic mass. So for example in Warsaw, we made that kind of critic mass with pedestrians and with bicycles. So from time to time, a lot of people get together and they are riding a bicycle through whole city. yeah, just and that's really cool. Just to show that we are not like 1 or 2 people, but we are like 1,000 people that riding bicycles through the city. So and it's everywhere, like on social media, etc. So I think that this is, yeah, more or less what they are doing. And of course, posters. Yeah, we also have this part of our activists that they are creating the posters, really nice posters like that we are showing into some gallerias, cafeterias, etc. So it's also a part of it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay, hello.
Hello.
My question is it easy to make cities more green, ecology and friendly for people to live? What are difficulties?
I'm sorry, I just need to interrupt. I know that there is a mic and you speak, but also we want to hear. So please, if you could ask the question louder. Troszkę głośniej, once more, okay?
Okay.
Because we cannot hear anything.
Is it easy to make cities more green, ecology and friendly for people to live? What are difficulties?
Well, the thing is that, in our opinion, it's not that. It's quite easy. It's our opinion. But on the other hand, there are those people who are in the power, politicians, developers who are building big buildings, and people with a lot of money who have a little different point of view than ours. That, for example, we want to have a city that it's less polluted, there's more green, and people that are against us a little bit, they think that no, that we need to build more roads, to put more cars, and to build more buildings everywhere, and it's hard to get to talk with them because it's an opposite way of thinking, and we think that that city could be a really nice place to live, and it's the future is like more and more people will live in the cities, so we need to think about it, what to do with the trash, etc. That we need to create less trash that we are doing it right now. So yeah, basically this is the difficult thing that especially that those people in government, and they have a lot of money, so sometimes it's easier for them to push and to press things that we are against. So, and we are only activists, so we can just use social media, use our rest of our colleagues and friends, but yeah, that's it. So. But at least we try.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
So maybe right now we have 2 questions from this team. Let's move to another team and we'll be back, because I see that the level of energy in other groups is lower and lower. So you choose the team now.
Yes. Okay.
How many questions do you have?
4.
Okay, so 2 now.
Okay, the first question is, how did you start doing these actions?
Oh, I started by accident. Yeah, I always thought about what to do to make the place that I live in, Warsaw, like the place that is more friendly and more like for pedestrians, for people with bicycles, and to make it more green. And somehow, you just find another person's like that's thinking the same way, and after a while you think, okay, so yeah, let's do something, let's create something. I don't know, let's just and that's it. And then we start. And the beginning, It's informal. It's not that we have whole organization, and it's we're just doing it just like this, And then after a while, of course, we establish an organization, with NGO, etc.
Okay. The second is get help from the state.
From the state?
Yes.
Yeah, it depends, It depends. When there is election time, sometimes they like to, when there are people making photos, etc. They like to shake hands. They will always tell you that they will help you, always. Yeah, that they will support you. They're like friends. But after that, nothing. I mean, depends. But normally it's hard. But when there is, when you push, after a while they say, okay, we'll help you. Okay, but we don't like it. But we will help you.
I understand. Okay. The third is, what are you doing to add more people to those works?
You mean like my friends and colleagues, or people from outside of our group?
Okay. And, are you make posters or
Yeah.
something else?
Yeah. The thing is that, as I told you at the beginning, that disadvantages it's that we create a lot of ideas, but then somebody have to do it. So sometimes it's better to make it not as big as you want, but to make it like small and the thing that you can do easily
Yes.
with your friends, etc.
Okay.
And then you can, of course, spread it to. But at the beginning, it's better to make it really small.
And last one is, are there other organizations similar to yours?
Yep.
Around the world?
Yeah, the thing is, it's also good to create allies in other countries. For example, MJN, as I told you, had this ally in Sofia, for example, in Bulgaria, and it's really nice because in elections time there was this candidate that gives some kind of example about Sofia, that Warsaw should create more like lines of metro, etc. And like in Sofia. But then MJN, the organization, had a contact with Sofia organization, and they said that it doesn't look the way that the guy, that the candidate show it to the people, and they just make it they made a video, and the video was shown everywhere in Warsaw. So it is nice to have allies in other countries.
Okay, thank you.
So now you choose. How many questions do you have? 5. Okay, so maybe 2 now and later we'll.
What kind of activism? What kind of activism we should do?
What kind of activism you should do?
Yes.
That's a good question for you also. Because I think that the best way to think is to think about your city, your village, your next street. I mean, this is the place that you live in. So I think it's better to sometimes to think what to change in your small environment, and then maybe expand it to, I don't know, to the country, and then to the whole earth. But at the beginning, I think that it's the best way is to just think about your small place that you live in.
Mm-hmm.
This is the best, just to what to do with the trash, for example, and to encourage people not to throw it everywhere. This is the thing, not to pollute, I don't know, the river or whatever.
What gathers the people that want to help?
What?
How to gathers the people that want to help?
Okay. So how to? Okay. So you have to promote your organization or your idea to other people. But the thing is that sometimes, I mean, in our organization, it works this way. That sometimes people at the beginning want to do a lot of stuff, but sometimes it's better to make it small and to encourage them, I mean, new people to do it, to do like the small things, not like the big, huge event, but it's like small things, and then they will be involved in the whole process and then want to do it by themselves because it's funny, it's nice, and yeah.
Now, this team wasn't here. Yes. How many questions do you have?
3.
3. Okay, so all of them now.
Hello.
Hello.
So our first question is from who we can get money for an actions.
Everybody heard the question?
From who we can get money for an actions.
Oh, the money. The money is always a problem. Really, I mean, sometimes we are searching for money from like the state, sometimes, or sometimes from the city, and sometimes we do a lot of stuff by ourselves, and so it's like the small amount of money that we can like spend, not like the huge one. And a lot of things we use our contacts to make it like cheaper. A lot of stuff. For example, we have a friend who like make a poster because he's selling posters, for example. So he's doing it for just for free, and sometimes he sell different posters, and part of this money that he gives to our organization, for example. Yeah. Or sometimes we have some kind of benefit actions that people can support us, for example. But a lot of stuff, as I told you, we just do it by yourself, and we can cut a lot of costs because of that. So, but it's always an issue, with that kind of things. It's not easy thing because, yeah, just we think, and sometimes there are not so many people inside the organization that they know how to deal with the money. So it's like, so how will we do it? I don't know. Me too. So okay, so let's think. So yeah.
Okay. So the second question is how to make a petition.
Petition to the city,
Yes.
to the government. Yeah. So in each organization, I mean in our also, we have this separate groups of people that do something different. That some of our friends, they're creating video stuff. Some of them they are like making photos. Some they are creating posters, and some it's like they are like to like create petitions, etc. And they like to go to the city and to. So we ask, pretty please, can you write the petition? And they are writing it down. But it's not that complicated that we are thinking that it is, It's it doesn't need to be like in a really like it doesn't need to be a lawyer to write it down. If you see the problem, you just can write petition like in the structure and just send it, and the city or government needs to give you answer in 2 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
They just they need to do it. They cannot say that I will not. Even if the answer will be no, they need to do it. So you can send it all the time. You know, the same petition. Yeah, it is true. I mean, probably they will hate you, but yeah, they will do it. So it's not that complicated.
Okay. And the last one is how to find more people to make the group bigger.
I think that from time to time you make this action that we just make on the Facebook like event, that this open event for new people if they want to become a member. So and then some people come, and from time to time when we are making some actions like in the city, a lot of people just try to talk with us, and they will exchange, some contacts. So this is also the really nice. And some people contact with us through the messenger, from our website and Instagram, etc. So social media is also really useful. Yep.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, but the first thing, any questions on that?
No.
The question was how many, not if, because I know that you have some.
Okay. Okay, finally. Okay.
The question.
Global question.
Okay.
According to you, can we stop global warming or it's late already?
Global warming.
Yes.
It's too late. Really. I mean, it's really hard to say it loud, but it is really. I think that still we need to do our job, because what we need to stop it. I mean, at least we can try, but I think that right now it's hard. I mean, of course, there is this Paris Agreement, etc. There is this new European way of thinking that will not have energy from the coal, but still it's not enough. It's not enough. So probably the level of the seas will go up, and we can do nothing about it really. I mean, we can try at least,
yes.
So yeah. So maybe something will change. I don't know. Maybe we'll find the really great, idea how to prevent this, but to stop it. But I don't know. Right now, it's Sorry.
Okay, thanks.
That's all from my team? Yes. Okay, so let's go back here.
So the third question is, what are the pros and the cons of this project, of the program?
What the cost and
Pros and cons.
pros? What are the
Like the advantages.
pluses and okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's similar to the first question, but yeah, I think that one thing is that we are changing the city and the way that people think, about the city, and about how could it looks like, in the future, because right now. For example, Warsaw, there's a lot of cars, it's really polluted, but still it's changing. And what is funny, a lot of ideas that activists show it, city just took it, they just grab it,
Yeah.
And it's okay. For us, it's okay. Just okay. If you want to steal it, just steal it. it's good for the city, it's good for environment. So okay, just take it. I mean, we will not just judge you or whatever. I mean, it's okay. Just steal it. So it's okay.
Okay. And who will finance this project?
Who we financed?
Yeah, the program.
Who is financing the nobody.
Nobody?
I mean, no. I mean, we just do it by yourself. Sometimes we are, of course, searching for a little amount of money, but still, it's more or less it's all about by ourselves we make. So sometimes we are making things like posters and a lot of things. It's really cheap, or like, for example, using social media. If you want to like record something, for example, like video, etc., you can do it easily using your phone, for example. So it's there are some costs, but we try to avoid them as much as we can, at least.
Can I just add something?
Yeah.
Because, for example, this kind of project is also the initiative. This is also the thing which educate people in the topic of ecology, also the urban activism and so on. So these kind of projects are also the initiatives of NGOs in the topic of ecology. So in that case, you can, for example, write the project and ask for the money from the European Union. There are the funds. Also, sometimes there are some national, local. There is a budget for that. This is not very big because there are more important topics in the world. So that's why basically the work of the organization is based on volunteering. This is the truth. But there are some funds which you can apply to the, like I said, European Union, the Erasmus Plus, different programs where you can find something. But once more, again, this is not a lot, so it's based on the initiative and the spirit of people. That's why they are activists, yes, because they want to be active in these topics, besides any obstacles and barriers, yeah. So I just wanted to.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And the last question is, what impact do they have to the society? Do they give to the society?
I think that, I mean, we can see it in Warsaw, that the way that people think is changing. Yeah, I mean, if you will like go to the past, I mean, it's changed maybe not completely, but the people want to have like more trees, more spaces to go with the dog, you know, etc. Less cars, less CO2, less pollution. I mean, it's just, for example, in Paris right now, it's they are thinking about these 15-minute cities. Yes, that 5 minutes to bus stop, 10 minutes to the market. Yes, 15 minutes to the library, etc., etc. So and it's great. I mean, I think that this is the great idea, you know, to think about the space, that all the things you can do, and it's not far away, and you can walk, for example. Yeah. So and I think that in other, for example, London and Berlin and even New York, it's changing in the same direction, you know, to make it more for pedestrians, for people with disadvantages, you know. So yeah, I think that this is the way that it should be. I mean, like build more like tram railways and for buses, you know, public transport, you know, and yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
And some more? Yes? No. You were early. Some more questions left or not? Yes, all of the questions asked.
Yeah, thank you very much.
The conversation, the press conference,
Press
let's say,
conference.
which happened here. After these questions and answers, and is there anything burning you want to ask additionally? Maybe something just appeared in your minds?
Maybe I can ask, do you right now thinking about that kind of things, or maybe you are like creating that kind of activism or movements in your cities, villages, etc.?
I know that I told you now you are the activist, but now this is
No,
probably the realistic question about you,
Yeah,
in your
just
countries, in your hometowns.
yeah.
Could you repeat the question?
Yeah. Do you think, do you want to create, or are you now creating that kind of movements or activism in your cities, hometowns, villages? No. Okay. And what?
We are here to learn.
Okay. Okay. Cool.
So maybe in the future we will be activists, but now we have to study about.
Okay. Okay.
Gain the knowledge.
Okay. But do you have some kind of things that you want to change in your like places that you live in, for example?
Do you think that your cities, your hometowns, they need actions like that? Can you see like the pollution of the air of the? Can you say something? What you see around you? What do you think you need to change? Because this is the question about: is there a need to change, and what do you want to change?
In Sosnowiec, all the city is making new roads, and I think the president can make more green places.
So a lot of concrete, a lot of bricks, and no green
Spaces.
Most of our people downtown don't recycle that much the trash that they throw, which is very bad. So maybe we should encourage them to recycle their rubbish.
In our town, we gather
Caps from the bottom.
the plastic caps from the bottles, and then they.
And then we donate to poor children.
Okay.
for some wheelchairs, yes?
Yeah.
Okay.
We will also make a lot of charity concerts to gather money for these children who need money for their operation.
So this is also the activism.
Yeah, it's cool.
Activism.
Nice.
My city is located in the mountains, and we can see the mountains from our homes, and the trees there are, a lot of trees there are fallen to the ground, and they don't look well, like maybe the trees are sick, and I think like the government should do something about it, or we should do something, plant more trees for them, and don't chop them.
Why do we need more trees?
To breathe oxygen.
I just wanted to energize you a little bit. Good. Did you get inspired a little bit by our guest?
No.
No. Yes.
Yes, okay.
Good. Happy to hear it because, like I said, we are going to work on that. Also also this meeting had this function. Maybe